This is page 12 in the packet. So here they give you a grid with different points on it. So a coordinate plane with different points on it. And then what I did is I drew a line through AE and then found the slope of that line. So if I find the slope of AE that's down 1, 2, 3, 4, down 4, and over 12. So it's negative 4 over 12, which is the same as negative 1/3. And the y-intercept here is 2. So the slope is negative 1/3 and the y-intercept is 2. So if I write the equation, it's y equal negative 1/3 x plus 2. Number 2 says determine if FD and AE are perpendicular. So here's FD. If I find the slope of FD, so the rise would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the run is 2. So the slope is 5/2. And then AE already found the slope, and number 1 is negative 1/3. For those to be perpendicular, they would have to be negative reciprocal. So it would be 5/2 and negative 2/5, or negative 1/3 and positive 3 would be perpendicular, but these are not negative reciprocal, so they're not perpendicular. Number 3, write the equation line parallel to AE through point B. Well, we already know the slope of AE is negative 1/3. And then, so I guess I didn't draw that line. So if I do a slope of 1/3, it would be up 1 and left 3 would be this point right here. So up 1 and left 3 would go right here, would be the point. Whoops, let me get the circle here. That would be this point. And then if I drew a line through there, let me go ahead and draw a line through those 2 points. Whoop. Get a slope line. It's this line right here. All right. So y equal negative 1/3 x plus 4 is the y-intercept. And that would be the parallel line. Number 4, write the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AE, write the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AE, which point lies on the perpendicular bisector. So AE is right here, so the slope would be 3, and so the slope of the perpendicular would be 3, and the midpoint of AE would be 0, 2. So the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AE would be, it would go through here. I didn't draw it, but it goes through there. So the slope would be 3, and the midpoint of AE is 0, 2 right here. So you could either find that by using similar triangles, or actually find the ordered pair here and add the x's, divide by 2, add the y's, and divide by 2. And then number 5, write the equation of the perpendicular bisector of DG. So the midpoint of DG is 2, negative 2 right here. So you could either use similar triangles once again, these two similar triangles, or you can find the order pairs of DG and add the x's, divide by 2, and add the y's, divide by 2. And the slope of DG is negative 1/3, so the slope of the perpendicular would be 3, and the y-intercept of the perpendicular would be negative 8. So if the slope is 3, so here I'm at to negative 2, and if the slope is 3, then I go down 1, 2, 3 over 1, and then down 3 more, 1, 2, 3 over 1, and I get to negative 8. So that's how I got this y-intercept, and the slope is just the negative reciprocal there. So y equals 3x minus 8. Then number 6, what relationship exists between the perpendicular bisector of AE and the perpendicular bisector of DG? So here's AE and DG. They would both be parallel because the slopes of these are both negative 1/3, so the perpendicular would be 3. So if I bisected both of these and we drew the perpendicular bisector, and then both would have a slope of 3. So it said add point H anywhere on the coordinate plane and find the equation of the line parallel to CB through H. So I used the slope-intercept form of the line. You could also use the point-slope form of the line, which they do in one of the checks for understanding. So let me insert that here. So in other words, I could just do, since I picked a point negative 3, 4, I would do y minus negative 4 is equal to negative 5 times x minus negative 3, and that would turn into y plus 4 equals 5 times x plus 3. All right, so if I manipulated this equation, it would actually be the same as that one there. There should be a negative 5 right here. All right, so both of these, this is the point-slope form of the equation. This is the slope-intercept form of the equation. Now, if every person in the class completed number 7 using the different point for H, all the equations would have a slope of negative 5. I'm going to stop the video here.